In this video, I built a custom solar system in Minecraft Survival. This took well over 10 hours, so if you could subscribe, it would mean the world to me. I'm a pretty small channel, so you probably aren't. But anyways, let's get on with the video. What if there's like a solar system in Minecraft? Well, I guess I gotta build one to see how it looks. I guess I'll just get some orange concrete powder for the sun. Yeah. After all that farming, this is the concrete I got. This should hopefully be enough to build the sun. So let's get the dirt I need to build a platform underneath the planet. This will be so if I fall, I'll be safe. So let's go. After a lot of time, I had 5 of the sides done. Only 1 more remained. Now, after a long time, the sun is completely closed in. Now, time to add some of the details. Then finally, here's the completed sun. So now it's time to start making the planets. The first one I want to be like nether themed, so I'm gonna get the resources for that. I already have most of the resources, so there isn't that much gathering I need to do. Really, the only resource I actually need to go get is some nether bricks, so I'm gonna go get that. And after that, I had all the resources I need to build this planet. So let's go. Then after that, I had the planet completely closed in. Now it was time to add the details in it. Now, after that, I had all the ores and blocks in place. Now it was time to build a mini nether fortress cutting through it. So this is the finished product of my nether planet. Now the next planet will be a desert theme. So I need some smooth sandstone. Which to get, I'm just going to tear up this entire village. So after destroying this entire village, I had this much smooth sandstone. It should be more than enough. So I guess we'll just start building the planet. So then finally, I had the planet completely closed in. Now it was time to add some green wool around as cacti, which I got pretty quickly. Next, I added some normal sandstone around. Then finally, some leaves wrapping around the planet. Then after that, I was finally done and could move on to the next planet. And even though it looked kind of weird, I feel like it will look way better once all the other planets are in place. Now, the next planet would be more of a mossy plains biome. This means I'll need a lot of moss. So let's get to the grind. Oh wait, I need bone meal. So after all that, I had a lot of moss, which is enough to build the base of the planet. And speaking of the planet, I want it to be right there. So let's go build the platform underneath the planet. And let's just say, while bridging, I was trying to be fancy. And you'd think I would have learned by now. Yeah, I made a mistake. Now the planet was completely closed in, which meant now I wanted to add some trees onto it, which I need some wood for. And some leaves. Anyways, now I had all the materials I needed, so let's get to building. Now I want to do the last detail, which was just adding some rivers in it, which I completed in not that much time. Anyways, the next planet I want to make is like going to be a cave planet. On the bottom, I want it to be a lush cave, and on the top, I want it to be a dripstone cave. So after I made the platform for the planet, I started construction. Now the planet was completely closed in. Now the next step was to add some dripstone on the top. Now it's time for the next part of this build. And it'll just be a mine shaft cutting through the side. So here's the finished mine shaft. Now the next part is to build the lush cave underneath. Anyways, now I'm finally finished this cave planet. I even added some glow berries underneath. Now for the next planet, it won't be that unique because I'll just put a floating geode. But it will probably fit the solar system nicely. This is the platform I made for it, but now it's time to go down to the geode. So the geode should be where this giant iron vein is. Wait a second. And here it is, so let's just start mining it out. Anyways, now here are all the resources I have. I should have enough. But now it's time to mine some diamonds I got while mining out the geode. There's just something so satisfying with this. But now it's time to build. Anyways, here's the shell of the geode. Next step is to add a layer of calcite, then amethyst. There's the calcite done. Then finally, here's the almost completed planet. Now all I need to do is just add some patches of amethyst on the smooth basalt outside. Anyways, now we have finally the finished product. Now I only had one planet left to go and a few little details. Now, for this final planet, I want it to be end themed, so I'm gonna go to the end right now and get all the materials for that. And let's go. So what I'm gonna do is just mine out a giant area of the end right around here. But anyways, now I should hopefully have all the endstone I'll need. Next, I'll need some obsidian. Anyways, after grabbing some obsidian and some chorus plants, it was time to go back. So let's start building the final planet of our solar system. Anyways, now for the final time, we have this planet completely closed in. Next step was to add some obsidian pillars and some chorus fruit. So anyways, I want these pillars to kind of extend outwards. Give it more of a on the side of a planet feel. Which, since this first one looks good, I'm just going to make 3 more on all other sides. Anyways, now I was finally finished with all the pillars. Next step was to add some chorus flowers. Anyways, now I was finally finished with this end planet. Now, the last steps I needed to do was add some final touches, which first include removing all of the platforms underneath the planets. So, let's go! Now that I finished destroying all the platforms underneath the planets, it was time for phase 2. Basically, I just want to add some moons around all the planets. This should hopefully fill in the gaps in our solar system. The types of moons that I want is a mushroom moon, a deep slate moon, an ice moon, and a snow moon. But since I don't have any resources for them, I'm gonna go get some. Anyways, now you can see that I have all the resources I'll need. So let's get to building. Now, we are so close to finishing this solar system. All that I want to do is just add some spore blossoms inside of some of the planets to give more of an atmosphere to this place. And thankfully, I have 4 of them. And now, I was finally finished.